Basically, every choice you take into Twisted Fate is favored for the lane.
See though, starting off with the boots, so going to be looking to juke around the charm and whatnot as best as he can. MIGHTYBEAR comes over the wall, finds HUNI, who's now going to have to run down the river. He already flashes away.
Here comes Twisted Fate.
Yeah, from that cocoon. But Mickey starting to cheat up the river, does pop the ghost. MIGHTYBEAR rotating his way up.
He knows the blast cone is down.
Yeah, Blank could just quick draw over the wall. HUNI now going to be stuck in underneath the turret, but here comes Blank. Cocoon connects onto him. Looks like MIGHTYBEAR and SHY going to try to just go ahead and peel back into here. But the dredge line comes through. MIGHTYBEAR flashes away, slowed up by the red buff. Blank goes forward. Health taking him up into the air. He comes back down, going to look to trade in.
Oh!
Blank flashes away. Is able to get the
Double
first one
buffs.
with the help of HUNI. But yeah, double buffs going to be going over onto SHY as he trades one back. So 1-1, first blood to SKT, but gold's still going to be close.
Blank's here.
Yeah, SHY going to be low. Doesn't have level 6 for the Dominus yet.
Does have the turret to hide behind.
Go ahead, have to take this one up. He gets locked down though, and he's going to dash back. HUNI will die, and SHY makes it out with his life. Big botch coming through from SK Telecom. Keeps him shoved back.
And honestly,
dash forward. Get the stun off for the trade. MIGHTYBEAR throws out the cocoon, won't connect, but they can still get quite a bit of damage in. They force the flash out yet again. HUNI just going to have to use that one. Almost on cooldown, just a couple minutes that he had that available.
well, it's hard for me to put this into words, but we'll hold on to that
Not
story.
even. Now Mickey, though, getting jumped onto the mid lane. They come up with a kill, so SKT finally able to put a second one on the board. Going to be matching ROX Tigers in that.
Renekton will get kited mercilessly in the late game. Sure, they can teleport on top of people. Speaking of
Destiny in the
teleporting,
bottom lane. Here comes that chain CC we're talking so much about. Bang. Going to get jumped on, knows that he's dead, tries to sustain it with the heal, but holds on to the flash. It hasn't been in lane for the longest time. It's still going to be a massive CS lead. Over top of HUNI, charm connecting though onto MIGHTYBEAR. Collateral damage coming through. They dash back in, and Blank is able to come up with that last hit. TP now going to be channeled through by SHY. Mickey in a bad spot. Dredge line won't connect, but Faker goes in, flashes forward, lands the charm, and helps come up with a kill. Wolf takes away the killing blow.
they want more.
Chasing forward. It's going to be a bit risky though, chasing in onto Key. Full HP on that Malzahar. Blank was chunked out just a little bit. But looks like that will just be 2 kills fairly cleanly picked up here by SK Telecom. They pop over the wall. They're going to be looking for more. Tether coming down onto Key. He's going to flash away. Still has the Nether Grasp. Going to silence in onto Blank, just retreating back in underneath this turret as best as he possibly can, but he's completely surrounded now. HUNI is arriving with Faker, so they have plenty of tank potential. He won't even need the Nautilus. They'll just go ahead, take him out as Blank finds the killing blow. He has gone for the Sheen on the second item. Wants that Lich Bane to come through so he can just completely assassinate people like Faker, like Bang, as he comes in with the Destiny. HUNI, though, getting locked up. Ashe comes through straight into the Nether Grasp. They stack the cocoon on top of it, but that won't be punished. They still are able to come up with the kill quite handedly.
Now suddenly, 20-minute Baron looks even safer, Achilles, but I don't think SKT will repeat their mistake of Game 1 when you even have the Destiny.
Well, they're going in looking for Mickey. Throws out the red card, not a gold card there to lock up the Ahri. He gets locked down by the tether, and Faker comes up with the kill. Now flashing away as SHY goes in, trying to answer one back, but he's going to have to get out of dodge. Flashes away, just too much damage here for SKT, and even with as fed as he is, can't come up with a kill. There's no vision inside the Baron pit here for SK Telecom. They're trying to bait them up the river. Looks like it might have just worked. HUNI going to get locked down immediately by the Nether Grasp. Popped down to about half HP as Redemption comes in, keeps him alive in time to pick up a kill onto SHY. Now SK Telecom going to try to throw this one away. Faker dashing forward, comes up with a kill onto MIGHTYBEAR. Now Mickey getting charmed, goes down as Bang finds that. 3 kills swiftly picked up for SKT, and they say, you know what, you can keep your mid lane tower. We're moving right over to that Baron.
Yeah, the target selection was really questionable from ROX. Dumped everything onto HUNI. Maybe ROX will take a Mountain Drake, but no more. However, here comes SKT.
Well, you can see the TP being burned out here by SHY.
Really deep TP coming through from HUNI as well.
Yeah, they really just want to try to pick this one up. Destiny gets popped by Mickey. He's still inside the base, so doesn't have too much range here. HUNI on the backside of the pit has the blast cone to try to come in. Mickey dropping in, won't be able to get the cold card down. They're not able to find the steal though, as SHY is able to slice and dice his way through to pick up that last blow. So 2 Drakes here for the ROX Tigers.
The target selection is everything. Target selection was off, and speaking of target selection,
yeah, Faker going in, tosses out the charm, won't find anything. Actually gets locked down by the Nether Grasp, straight into the Ashe, and he gets taken out. SHY going low, will go ahead and dice his way back out at the front line.
Are they done here?
SKT, they're going to have to try to kite this one back. Mickey's taking quite a bit of damage here from Bang, who's still full HP, jumps with the arcade shift, takes out Key. Dredge line coming through, finds SANGYOON, a double kill. Going over to Bang now, and SK Telecom is turning that one right on its head, a 2-for-1. going to be the inner turret. On top of that, for them, the gold lead starting to spill very well into their hands. Yeah, and I mean, this feels a little bit reminiscent from that game 1 versus MVP, where they got the Renekton very far ahead, and then it all just falls apart because they can't play to that strength. ROX just overcommitting for one too many fights, come up short. Gold card coming through. Mickey making down to about half HP. Big pop up on the Mighty Bear as well as he gets chunked out. Shy stuck in the front line. Might just go down. One more shot would do it, and there we go. Bang is able to come up with a kill in the end.
You see the health bars aren't actually that low from SKT, whereas everyone
Bang
is blinking on ROX.
Very aggressive from Bang, jumping back into the face of SANGYOON. Turret almost takes him out. Actually, is going to be standing for a little bit longer, so SKT are unable to finish that objective off. He's going to try to chunk out this turret. Does have that Lich Bane, so should be able to finish this one off, especially with the help of Mighty Bear here. So there we go. Turret is picked up, but Faker, he's out for blood. Has the Spirit Rush available. The Charm will not connect, but he still has plenty of damage from the Orb of Discord. The Orb of Deception. Finishes him off, and that's going to be the kill picked up by Bang in the end. But Shy is going to try to get this one fast-tracked. Jumps in, stun in onto HUNI. Ashe arrow comes through, but they're barely scratching the surface of his HP bar, so they invest 2 ultimates for this one. 3 as Mickey has the Destiny popped. He's going to go ahead and retreat up towards that top side of the map. Well, Destiny coming through. Faker walking in. Destiny's there. Cocoon to chain it in. Faker will get deleted. Nicely done. So, pitched to tent, and it worked out in the end.
Yeah, Faker, uninvited house guest, came into the home of Mighty Bear, was taken down. First positive movement ended up being the longest brush camp payoff we've seen in quite a while in LCK. It's 5v4, but you wouldn't know it. Bang's getting Rambo.
Yeah, Bang jumping in, chunks out SANGYOON. Gets a pretty low Wolf and Blank, however. Also are going to get hit a little bit here. HUNI throwing out the dredge line, just going to find a Voidling from Key. Won't be coming up with anybody, and now ROX.
They have to do
Bit
this.
of a Hail Mary. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and toss in, try to go for the Baron. Key getting chunked down on the backside as Bang keeps poking in with the missing shots. Gold card coming through, locking up Blank. He gets locked down again by the Nethergrass, and they're able to come up with a kill. Now no more smite threat here from SK Telecom, but ROX have to hightail it out. The Baron has done so much damage, and Bang is looking to capitalize, jumping forward. Mystic shot connects. Double kill over to him. Gonna make it a triple as he takes out Key. The bot lane of ROX Tigers completely annihilated. Maybe looking for a quadra as he gets a wraparound here onto Shy, who's desperately trying to trade a kill back in onto Wolf. But there is just nowhere for him to go. He will go down. And SK Telecom turned that on its head.
Graves not there, so when it comes to securing this, don't have too much secure, but Elise is now off the map. How much respect will SKT show? None at all.
Cocoon connects onto him. They're going to go ahead and throw out the Nethergrass onto this as well as the Ashe arrow. Trying to kill the Karma. He's still alive. Will go down just at the end, but they're just going to go ahead and trade 1-for-1 on the supports for now. And now Mickey stuck in no man's land will get taken out as Faker. There's that charm straight into his face. 2 kills picked up here. Only losing 1 is SKT. They trade up yet again.
They want to brute force down an inhibitor turret. Finally, this game is extended for about 10 minutes since SKT were in full control. So they'll have the Baron buff. Nautilus doesn't take damage anymore. Honestly, HUNI should probably tank this instead of actually letting the minions tank it. He will.
Move
This
in.
is the right move, because then you still have minions if you want to try to consider ending the game, which is unlikely, but with 30 seconds still on Twisted Fate, it's nice to have options. Minions are pushed out, at least for a moment, in the mid lane.
Oh my god, Bang. Missing shots, even onto the Renekton, just chunking him out. Guardian Angel won't be available for him, so Shy can't play up into the front lines. Gonna be a second in him. Being taken out here by SK Telecom. Super creeps mid part over the mid lane, so they're not exactly threatening those Nexus turrets yet, but SKT is running rampant on the map.
Even though this is the last few minutes before we assume they're booking into the finals, it's looking like SKT will just bowl over the Nexus and catch on Mickey.
Here onto Mickey, goes into the zonies immediately, but still just wreak havoc in the front line here. Throwing out the Riptide, slowing them up. Faker dashes in, but gets Nethergrass immediately, and Mickey's able to come up with a kill. But can they turn around the fight? Can they stomp out SKT? So far, it's looking okay as they pop the Guardian Angel. Mickey pushing back in, has the gold card up, but Bang, yet again with his Ezreal dashing forward, takes him out. And now it's just SANGYOON against the world, but he won't last too long. An ace for SK Telecom, losing 2 members. Super Creeps pushing in from 2 lanes. They're going to end the game, 38 minutes on the clock, and they are going to punch their ticket to the grand final.
Only the second time ever in the LCK era we'll see SK Telecom winning the regular season. Every other split was won by the ROX Tigers, but The ROX Tigers are a different beast. They will not win this series. They will not be making it to the playoffs themselves. And congratulations, SKT. Champions Summer 2015 was the last time they waited at the end of the gauntlet. But once again, they are the big bad.